in this video, I'm going to share with you a 15-minute routine that you can do to ease that shoulder pain. All you'll need is a rolled up towel, tightly rolled up, so that you've got a surface to lie on, or if you do have the block therapy block, then I'll be using this. So hello, my name is Catherine and I support people to free themselves from pain so that they can move pain-free every day. So let's get started. So the first position we're going to do is the belly position. So the rolled up towel needs to go on the belly button. You can do this in a chair by putting pressure on and leaning forward with your hands. You can do this on the bed and we're going to do it on the floor. So just slowly come down to the surface and you want to place your rolled up towel onto the mat and slowly come down. So I'm going to be using the block therapy block, but it's in the same position. You just slowly come down. And then you rest onto the belly position, and you might want to stay up on your elbows to start off with. Now the most important bit is to make sure that you are breathing in a relaxed way. We want to be breathing, if we can, in and out through the nose. So you want to breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 6. And you should feel your belly expand, so you know where the breath is coming on the towel or the block. And then as you exhale, you'll feel it getting lighter. Imagine that belly button's touching the spine. Now if you can come all the way down and that will get deeper, but you'll respect your limits. If it takes your breath away and you can't breathe in a relaxed way, you want to go back to where you can breathe. You will feel some pain in this area. That's due to inflammation, undigested food or waste that hasn't been eliminated. And you want to stay in this position for a minimum of 3 minutes if you can. You can stay longer, but the 3 minutes helps you to sink deep into the area, start melting away those restrictions so that the fascia will lose its grip, so that you can then start to move your body back into correct alignment. Now we always start in the belly position to start heating the body. So when we breathe diaphragmatically, it sends that blood and oxygen to all the cells. We get 6 times more oxygen in the body. And when you've finished your 3 minutes, you want to put your hands underneath your shoulders and exhale up and out of position. So the next position we're going to do is underneath the armpit. So get your rolled up towel, tightly rolled up, make sure it's tightly done as you can, and place it underneath the armpit, and we're going to lie on the side. I'm going to be using the block therapy block, but it will be the same, just placing the rolled up towel on the side and then coming to a side lying position. Now your legs can be straight or bent, whatever's comfortable for you, and you can rest your head on your arm so that you're not making your neck uncomfortable. We don't want to be in any pain anywhere else apart from the pain that we're seeking. So when we collapse into the core, the shoulders round forward, and this causes the shoulder pain. So what we're doing now is we're trying to release those restrictions in this area. So we can lean into the right hand, or if you're on the other side, the left hand, lean into the opposite hand and add some pressure to the front, and then we can slowly do that to the back. We want to make slow movements. None of this is fast. We need to be melting this away. And we want to stay in this position for a minimum of 3 minutes. Always breathing in and out through the nose. When we breathe in for a count of 4, the belly goes out, and we breathe out for a count of 6, the belly goes small. If you put your tongue about a centimetre away from the front of the teeth, there's a ridge, and if you suction your tongue up to the roof of the mouth, this will help support your neck as well. Now we want to create length in here, so you can strengthen your arm out as long as you can, and also if you want to have your legs straight, you can straighten them and create that space in this area. And then when you finish your 3 minutes, you can exhale up and out of position, and then make sure that you go and do the other side as well, exactly the same. So the next position we're going to do is the pec. So if you place we'll do the left side first of all, and then we'll come to the right side. So if you place your right hand in your left armpit, your thumb comes out, and this is the position that we're going to be placing the block or the towel where the thumb is. So get your rolled up towel, tightly rolled up, and we want to be placing it, we'll have our arm out to the side, and the towel will go in this direction, and we'll be lying on the mat. So I get the block and I'll put it in this position. So come down to the mat, or again you can do this on a bed, or if you want to do it seated, you would just add pressure in here and lower yourself down. Put that block or towel in position, get that arm out to the side, and then you want to be facing forward with the mat, and then start to breathe diaphragmatically in and out through the nose, in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 6. And we want to make sure that there's no pressure or tension anywhere else. And stretch out that arm as far as you can go. You can even lift it off the floor and start to make small movements, rotating the hands so the thumb faces the floor, or rotating the hands so the thumb faces the ceiling. All of these movements are small movements, and we want to stay in this position for a minimum of 3 minutes. And then once you've been in position, you can exhale up and out of position, and then don't forget to do the other side as well. So there you have 3 different positions: the belly position to get that breath pumping, underneath the armpits both sides, and then the pec position both sides. And this will start to help you with your shoulder pain. Now, the shoulder pain won't completely go away unless we address the whole body. The rib cage supports the shoulders, and so when we round forward and we collapse in, it causes the arm to internally rotate, which puts pressure onto the back. So another trick you can do is to work in your fingers as well, putting pressure into each of the fingers and holding for 3 minutes if you can in between each of them, and really stretching out those fingers so that you can get into the webbing. And this helps with the internal rotation, which will help with the shoulder. But with any of the pains, it's a whole body approach, and it's important that we are addressing all of the body, not just where the pain is experienced, in this case the shoulder. So in my next video, I will talk about how a full body approach gets rid of that pain. Rather than a quick fix, it's going to get to the root cause of the problem and solve that problem, and it'll get rid of that pain for you. We don't want relief just for the moment, we want relief long term, and that's how a full body approach is taken. So don't forget to subscribe so you know when my next video comes out.